this type of thing. It's very strange. Over there in England.
What's up, guys? I'm back live. Robbie Faust. And on the line, I got my co-host for the night, some Blake Sinatra.
All right, so guess what they call flock over in England?
What do they call it?
Monkey dust.
Monkey dust.
Monkey dust.
Monkey dust.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, man, you know how it is. Everything in England is stupid. They're not good at naming things.
That's stupid. That's a stupid name. Monkey dust.
Think what they call French fries over there.
Don't they call them potatoes?
Chips.
Tips.
Chips.
Oh, chips. Yeah. Oh, okay. Got it.
And they call mashed potatoes just mash. And you know, of course, hot dogs or sausages or anything, that's Frank's.
Yeah.
And they eat fucking baked beans. They eat pork and beans for breakfast.
I used to hate pork and beans. I can actually eat them and tolerate them now.
It depends on, like, how they're prepared, I guess. You know what I mean?
I don't know the fucking streaming website address. I don't know how.
Is there a share button?
No. Wait a minute. What is this? Is that a share button? Oh, there it is.
And it should say copy link address.
I got it.
There you go. Freaking. Yeah, man, I've seen a bunch of, like, all right, so I watched like 2 videos of bitches on Flocka on YouTube, and now, like, our recommendations are ridiculous now. Like, it's just like people doing the worm in the middle of traffic and shit. Like,
oh yeah, when they're fucking like shake or like they're fucking like laying on the ground.
And writhing in their own skin type shit, you know?
Yeah, that shit's like, and it's called Flocka.
Mm-hmm. Over here it's called Flocka.
Isn't it? It should be like. Have you ever heard of? Have you ever seen that movie, like Get Him to the Greek?
Yeah, Jeffrey.
The fucking Jeffrey.
Yeah, Stroke the Furry Wall.
I love that movie.
The movie is great. But in order to fully understand it, you have to watch Forgetting Sarah Marshall first.
Yep.
I was really hoping they were going to keep on going with that series.
Yeah.
But they did.
Russell Brand's one of my favorite actors.
Well, he's great. Yeah, he's awesome. And super intelligent. Very interesting, great storyteller.
Have you seen any of his, like, I follow him and he does some live podcast kind of thing.
Every once in a while I'll catch his live stream while it's on.
Lately, in the last 2 weeks, he's been posting like every day.
Yeah, I've been seeing that every once in a while. I got on YouTube, it'll show up on my recommends.
Yeah.
Well, he's funny though. He's really funny, but he's really smart too.
Yeah, he is like somebody I would want to hang out with.
Well, see, for me, I only disagree with a little bit of like, you know, it's like I disagree with the abstinence is the only way thing. And because for me, the only thing that's ever worked is replacement therapy. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Total abstinence only ever caused me problems. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just not use if you're a user because in the abstinence thing, with that, you can't do that if you have a job.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
Not realistic. You have to set aside 7 days to get better.
PCP.
Oh, God. PCP on deck.
It's just
Hello.
it's a sad world we live in right now, man.
Motherfuckers trying to sell me PCP on Facebook.
LOL, what?
Like, what is this? Wish?
What the
What is
fuck?
it? Wish? Yeah, Wish be selling some wild shit. I'd be like, that must be something for females because I don't even understand what's happening right now. They're having little devices. I'm like, I don't know what that is. I'm not gonna click on it. And they had this other thing, like, this isn't on Wish, but someone like, you know, I have Quora notifications turned on in my email.
Yeah.
You know, from Quora.com.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers, because I'm interested in nootropics and shit. You know,
Right.
make you more cognitively productive. And how about they have this stuff? So I'll have to. I think it's called Cerebrex or something. I don't know. I have to look it up and send you the links. But basically, this is these are brain cells and neuropeptides and amino acids taken from the brains of dead pigs. And people out here injecting the shit. And it's like a thing that is perfectly normal to do within the nootropic community.
That is fucking insane.
Right? I saw that shit.
That's the same thing as people do it like embalming fluid. People fucking.
See, but that's there's a common misconception there because embalming fluid is just, and that shit doesn't do, and that shit just formaldehyde. You know, that shit hurts you. That's a poison.
Oh yeah.
It's a neurotoxin. You know, like I just ain't with it. You know.
I'm not with it either.
And like, man, I know a couple of girls that turned into morticians. And let me tell you, I thought that shit would make them more attractive to me. Right now, I'm just scared of them. You know, now I'm just horrified.
Like I couldn't do what they do. Like I knew that. Like I could.
Well, I mean, I might be able to do it if I shut my emotions off or something, but like I don't know. I feel like girls are naturally it's easier for them to be so like psychopaths anyway and just shut their emotions off because they rely on them so much. But that might seem like some type of chauvinistic view, but that's backed up by science. So you know, eat a dick. But you know, it's just like the way that they post about it on social media and like the way that they like, you know, it's just crazy to me.
It's all fucking nuts,
so
man.
I've unfollowed and unfriended several people because of that shit. Just because it's fucking disturbing to me, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you were so cute when we were younger.
What
now
the fuck
I am
happened?
frightened of you. I am super duper scared. For all I know, you're out here, you might be doing necrophilia. I don't know. Like, especially, I started suspecting one girl when she made a post about rigor mortis and you know, the male anatomy. She was like, once rigor mortis sets in, that motherfucker stands up forever. I was like, how would you know? I mean, of course you would know, but like, you shouldn't be able to like write that detail of a status update about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how would you know how fucking stiff that bitch is? You know what I'm saying?
They're playing with it or some shit.
You know what I mean? This bitch locks the door and blocks it and puts a do not disturb sign on it.
Go and play with dead people wieners.
A piece of paper on the door says knock 3 times.
Knock 3 times
then before answering. You know, like, and every time somebody walks in, that bitch is buttoning up her damn gown or whatever again. I'm like, God damn it. Come on now. This is what we doing. Not again. I told you, if I see you do this one more time, I'm going to have to fire you. You know? This bitch said, fuck the living. They can cheat on me. The dead can't.
Fuck the living. I can just play with this dead wiener all day.
Alright. Fuck the living. I can literally fuck the dead. Oof. God help me.
That shit's fucking.
God help me.
I mean, there's people that do it. If you're thinking about it, that means somebody's already fucking done it.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt. Just like that phrase. Well, you really screwed the pooch on this one. Who came up with that shit?
Somebody
Who
that
thought that
fucked
shit?
the pooch.
Who thought that shit was a good idea?
Who thought it was a
thing
good
people would say.
idea?
You really screwed the pooch. Like, who would have thought? Like, the first person to come up with that shit, I would have just not been there for an hour. What's wrong with this motherfucker? Like, no. Like, I thought the dog was walking a little funny when I picked him up the other day, but you know, I thought he was just constipated. You know, Jesus. That's
Yeah,
the last time I ever taken.
he's scared to take a shit.
PetSmart. God. And now he shits out of his mouth. Oof.
Oof.
That's bad. That's real bad. Yeah, definitely demonetized instantly. But it is what it is.
You fucked the pooch on that one.
Really screwed the pooch there. Like, that's not a good look. Like, who the fuck comes up with that type of shit? You know, like, why fuck with the living when you can fuck the dead? Like, what? That's gonna be like next year's Halloween shirt. But, you know, for real.
No, that means that you gotta come up with that. You gotta come up with that shirt. You gotta make a Twist Mentality shirt that says it on the back.
Oh, I know. I can make that probably in like 10 minutes. Say that, put that bitch on the front with Twisted Mentality on the bottom in the corner of the shirt or something. That shit would be hilarious. But no, I'm not even gonna flex. If I see any of you females wearing that shit, I'm gonna be questioning you. Dead serious. You know, I didn't expect locals to buy that shit. You know, forsaken government would ever fucking write out some more stimulus checks. We could have a screen printer in no time. But you know how that's going. Not so good.
Well, now, like, I mean, I can get the merchandise, like I'll get the T-shirts and the hoodies, and you can get those for cheap in bulk.
Oh yeah, AliExpress and shit.
And then just I gotta find somebody to print it, and that's it. Like,
oh shit, that reminded me of someone I saw the other day. So I was going through YouTube, and there's this video titled "When the moment Elon Musk realized that the richest man in China is a complete idiot." So the video starts by the dude, the richest guy in China, saying they're like at a conference with each other and they're having a conversation on stage, and he was like, "Hey, AI, artificial intelligence, I don't understand it. I don't call it artificial intelligence. I call it Alibaba intelligence."
Alibaba.
Alibaba intelligence. And fucking, bro, just the look on Elon Musk's face throughout the shit is great. You know? Like, that motherfucker is like, kill me now type shit. You know, like, and rightfully so. Well, why wouldn't you be like that in that scenario, you know?
Right.
Like, you're one of the smartest people on the planet, you know? And this motherfucker over here talking to you, saying that he doesn't believe in artificial intelligence because he calls it Alibaba intelligence. Like, come on now, G. Like, yeah. No wonder China's so fucked up.
Yeah, no wonder it's all fucked up.
Richest guy. Like, come on.
It's a sad world that we live in, bro. Like,
oh, I know.
You fucked the pooch on.
I cry for 7 minutes every morning.
Hey, but wait, you gotta wait for the squeal.
Yeah, wait for the squeal. Wait for the squeal. Here comes the squeal. Pre-breakdown entertainment.
wait for the motherfucker on PCP to come walking down the street.
Here comes the squeal.
Cause he's got.
They will be squealing.
They got the squeal.
They gonna be squealing. They gonna be squealing. Especially after they like fucking rip out their own intestines and start eating them. That's the type of shit that be happening.
What the fuck?
Yeah, bro, that shit is real. Like, PCP is not a game. There's a reason the United States government banned that shit right after it invented it. They were like, oh no, what have we done? What have we done? Oh no.
They fucked the pooch on that one.
Yeah, really screwed the pooch there. And then how they really really screwed the pooch was that I'm pretty sure many dogs have been raped because of it. Like, let's keep it 1,000, and keep it $1.50 because I'm too poor for 1,000, but I'm sure it's happened. But goddamn, like, I don't know, bro. It's just like some of the stuff out here that people be getting into these days. I just can't. I don't understand. Like, I don't know. People just be doing some really wild ass shit out here now.
Fuck yeah.
Like, and it's like, you can't criticize anybody now because then you're the problem, And it's like, I don't understand it. I don't understand the cancel culture thing. This is supposed to be a free speech country and shit. And I'm not siding with people that are like Nazis and fascists or anything. That shit, there's no room for that here.
Yeah.
In order for there to be true democracy, you can't have racism and shit. That shit's not supposed to be here.
Nope.
Yeah, it was here when we started this country. But, look at everything else we were doing back then that we don't do now. What the fuck?
Right.
Like, when America started, you could just walk down the street smoking opium. Let's keep it real. The fuck? Ain't nobody doing that shit now. And if you are, hit me up. Let me know. Love to join you. But, fucking, when you look at drug laws and shit, like, all of the legislation for prohibition of everything but alcohol was based on racism,
Yep.
Like, weed was made illegal because of hatred of Mexicans, and like, fucking opium was outlawed because they put out this propaganda saying that Asian men were luring white women into opium dens and raping them. Now, that bitch was in that opium den because she wanted to smoke some opium, okay? Like, keep it 1,000.
Yeah, they just get them fucked up and then they don't know what's going on.
Well, see, but when you say that, it seems like it's rational to ban something based on the premise of race, which is not. And see, that's like, cocaine was legal up until like the 20s. And they only made it illegal because it's something similar than they did with opium. They really doing cocaine were black factory workers, and that they were like raping people without, just going on raping sprees.
Yeah.
And they would do coke. Like, that shit doesn't make sense. That shit don't make no sense.
I really don't think they had fucking cocaine and Coca-Cola.
Oh, they did. That's been confirmed. It wasn't in there for very long, though. And see, the thing is, it's crazy that that motherfucker invented it that way because Pepsi was already out and it didn't have it in there.
Right.
Like, it's like, gotta get ahead of the competition. How am I gonna do that? Oh, yeah.
Let's get people addicted
to chemical, yeah.
Well, it's like
you have to remember.
Get addicted to Coca-Cola, like by having it.
Well, like Coca-Cola started as basically a patent medicine anyway. And, patent medicines were mostly just like morphine, an undisclosed amount of morphine and whatever else.
Right.
So that's why we got the Food and Drug Act or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? That was the first drug legislation passed here. It was because patent medicines were fucking making the whole country addicted to toxic chemicals and shit, like, to an exaggerated rate. And that's not where everything became illegal. They were still allowed to sell patent medicines. They just had to tell you how much of the shit was in there. So then they did, and that went okay for a while, except for the fact that everybody was still fucking madly addicted to everything. They would sell medicine for babies, like colic medicine or anti-crying serums. Some of these shits were like cocaine and heroin. What? And a suspension of like fucking 50% alcohol, you know?
Right.
People are giving this shit to their babies. And they say how fucked up we are now? Huh. Huh. That's laughable.
People were totally fucked up back then, and they didn't have modern medicine. They had their modern drugs that.
Well, they had patent medicine and they had amputations. You know, you have to remember that even up until the '60s, there were still asylums. You know, and the lobotomy was considered cutting edge when it came out.
Right.
The lobotomy is a fucking torture method.
Yep.
That was like a permanent assault on, you know what I'm saying? It's a life-changing thing.
Yeah.
You destroy their brains.
You fucked it up.
Their shit look like scrambled eggs now, you know? Like, fuck. How are they ever supposed to be a protective member of society? And they can't.
Right. They can't.
You know?
Yeah.
And, so we have to look at where we came from and understand where we're going. And we repeated almost all of these things in the past 70, 80 years of relative peace, but things are about to change markedly fast because we're barreling towards the next world war. Everybody wants to act like it's not about to happen. Tensions between China, Russia, and the United States are an all-time high.
Yeah, they can just retaliate against us then. And
see, but the Chinese they're facing a big problem right now. Within 10 years, they're going to have too old of a population to beat us in a military battle. So be prepared to see them act more and more recklessly. While they still have the troops,
That shit's kind of scary to think about, too, man.
Oh, yeah. It'd be bad. Russia knows they just can't.
Me and you have to find a bunker.
Russia couldn't beat us.
Me and you have to make a bunker somewhere.
Well, you see the bunker thing. They even found a way to destroy bunkers now. First off, we already have these missiles called bunker busters, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But they're so destructive. But destroy the soil there because they're nuclear, So,
yeah.
But they have a non-nuclear one now. Basically, it's a tungsten telephone pole they drop from space onto the bunker, and it just blows a hole in the ground.
Well, of course, anything's gonna blow a hole in the ground if it's going through our atmosphere.
Well, from fucking space, yeah. A tungsten rod. Tungsten is one of the hardest metals on the planet, if not the hardest.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that should have straight through concrete. It don't matter. Especially from that altitude. Holy shit, Like a plane isn't even made out of nothing fucking heavy duty. When that bitch crashes from 10,000 feet in the air, everything around is blown up.
Everything's gone. Yeah. Everything.
So, imagine several miles in the air. You're getting dropped from 10 miles in the air,
It would still fuck something up.
Well, it shouldn't be so much worse than a plane. The plane is only 2 miles in the air. Less than 2 miles in the air. You want to know how to remember how many feet are in a mile? Because we're in the imperial system, it's stupid. I always use the 5 tomatoes rule.
5 tomatoes?
It sounds like 5280. And there's 5,280 feet in a mile. Whereas with the metric system, everything is just, based off of hundreds and thousands. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like a centimeter. What is it? 100 centimeters makes up 100 centimeters makes up a meter. And and 1,000 millimeters makes a meter, or some shit like that.
Something like
And then,
that.
like, yeah, something like that. And then, it's just the metric system makes so much more sense than the imperial system. Like, when America was coming into power, they just really wanted to be special, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Oh, for sure.
But they failed miserably, though. Because we do a great job of representing ourselves. This is a great free place. It's awesome and glorious. But then in reality, it's one of the worst places to go in the first world, you know?
Yeah.
Like, there's so many problems fucking funny. This shit beyond sad. Like, when fucking Canada won't take your people, you know it's bad.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Next thing in Mexico will be like, stay there.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's what you know.
Stay right there.
Stay where you are. Yeah, type of thing. And it's like, everybody's making this joke, like, I'm going to immigrate to Canada if Trump wins. And then they shut down immigration. No, you ain't.
Yep, you're not coming over here.
Fuck that. It's a joke. Keep your fucking Trump mother asses down there.
For sure.
Need you.
Yeah, they don't need you.
Then again, Canada, they have universal free healthcare, legalized cannabis, but the one thing I don't understand about them is Canada's a cold country. Why the fuck are they designing their money to break in the cold? Like, if you're outside of below freezing temperatures, your money will freeze solid and break. That's crazy.
Pee on it.
That's alright. That's
Pee on it.
Yeah, break even worse. You gotta go outside like the frost or something.
I think like if it's like that, it's actually ruined.
Oh, if it's cracked, if it breaks in half, yeah, that's sure. But what the whole thing is like you're supposed to keep your wallet and like your inner coat pocket close to your chest in order for your bills to not freeze. There's that effect. I can understand that, but I know I don't. But see, in Canada, their money is one of their dollars is worth 90 cents. You know, so when you go over there, but to put this into perspective, one pack of cigarettes in Canada is like 18 Canadian dollars. You know,
18. Yeah.
That's a lot. You know, if we say 90 cents for every dollar, and we take off $1.80, $1.80 from that 18, so that's $16.20 American. Crazy, right?
Yeah. Oh.
That's the same price as New York. You know?
Is it?
Yeah, New York is $14 to $16 per box, depending where you go.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's due to the Healthier New York Act we passed like years ago, 15 years ago.
Something like that, I think.
It's crazy. You can't even buy a fucking 44-ounce drink in New York. You're not allowed to buy a soda bigger than 32 ounces. You know?
That's ridiculous. I was in Michigan, like they had like the 7-Elevens up there. They're like,
oh yeah, they have huge ass cups.
Yeah, they're fucking big as fuck. I ended up getting one of those and a bottle of Jack, and I was just using that cup and
the whole night.
Dude, like a fifth of Jack was only like $24.
Yeah, that's what I was saying here. It's like $30 here.
Like it's a little bit
Everything
cheaper.
is a little more expensive here because of the liquor store regulation.
Like you need that shit when
They're
they
trying
keep
to
you warm up
privatize our
there.
liquor now.
Huh?
You heard? They're trying to make it where we can have regular liquor stores.
They
like
need
everywhere else. See, what it is that the ABC Commission, the Alcohol Control Board or whatever,
well, we're in the Bible Belt too, man. Like
it's a Christian foundation, so it makes money for the churches. So when you realize what's happening to you, they're taxing people's plight to keep religion going. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. It goes against the whole thing.
yeah.
It goes against Christianity to do that, you know?
Right.
That's not good.
It's not good at all.
People are too stupid to see what's happening to them and see what it is. I feel like we lose a lot of people that we could gain to the cause by saying, by just acknowledging how stupid they are. You know, people hate being told how stupid they are, even if it's true. You know?
It's a sad world we live in.
Oh, yeah. Very sad, very sad. But it'll be okay, maybe, eventually. Probably not. But who cares?
Shit, I wish we had fucking regular fucking, like, you can go to the gas station and where they have, like, down here, they have cigarettes behind the counter. Like,
yeah.
Up there, all, like, it's alcohol.
Oh, they have cigarettes too, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying like where they put the alcohol on the back shelf, like it's like the cigarette shelf down here.
Yeah.
But they put the cigarettes. The cigarettes are right underneath the counter.
Oh yeah, but see, the gas station, it would be like, you know, they carry like what, the top 20 liquors.
They have them all. They have a lot. Like they have a lot of liquor.
No, I mean they'll like have 2 or 3 of each kind of liquor in a regular gas station. Then you can go to like Circus Liquor, which is a real liquor store, and they have everything. You know.
I don't know. I was just like made sure they had Jack Daniels in that bitch, and
they're gonna have Jack Daniels at every gas station that sells liquor because it's Jack Daniels. It's the most popular fucking bourbon in the world, whiskey in the world.
Yeah, I know. That like I bought it. I bought that shit at 3. What time was it? Like I got into Detroit around 2:30, and I walked to the store from her dad's house, and got a bottle of liquor at 3:00 in the morning.
Well, that sells you 24 hours.
That was dope. Like I never done, you know.
Yeah, but also at the same time, you think like every gas station sells liquor. There's liquor stores everywhere, and there's a gun store usually located close by. That shit is placed strategically to perpetuate crime, and like that shit is it's systematic racism because you set the community up for failure. Mm-hmm. Because typically the stores they can access are a gas station, a liquor store, a gun store, and a check cashing place. And all of those places take advantage of minorities and people. So, you know, like a check cashing place, you know, you lose 20% of your check to cash your check there, you know?
Yeah.
Right, it's crazy.
But they got to do something. They don't make any money.
Well, you know, then they need to put like a fucking low-level bank there or something that could help the community, not Ace check cashing, which is known to prey upon people, you know?
Yeah.
They prey upon poor people. And you only see Ace check cashing in poor areas. You don't see that shit in the nicer areas,
or like they need to put like down here we got the FSMB and the banking and the Walmarts.
That's what they need up there in place of the check cashing.
Those things prey on. Yeah. That place preys on people that work that go to Walmart all the time.
Oh, FSMB is terrible.
I know.
I have an account with them. They're trash.
They charge you for shit like all the time. Like
they don't even tell you that they're going to charge you for it. They nickel and dime you to death.
Yep.
And Wood Forest.
I remember when they first came. I remember like more than 10 years ago they came.
Mm-hmm. They're fucking terrible, man. They're fucking terrible.
And everybody was all about it. I was like, guys, you are getting robbed. Don't get this.
It's not as good as a BB&T or a Wells Fargo or like a First Citizens or something, but all those are shit too. All the banks are trash.
Yeah.
BB&T is probably the least garbage bank. To be real.
Yeah.
BB&T is the only good bank here, and sad as hell. Sad as hell. Like Bank of America was the first bank I ever banked with, and I finessed the fuck out of them motherfuckers. For
they
real,
used to be good, and then they went down.
Oh, I mean, I just jacked like $3,000 from them. Oh, like at 17, and then because your credit resets at 18, that debt went away instantly. It just dissolved into thin air. Never affected my credit. There's a little loophole. You know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you never pay collections. If you ever get sent to collections, don't pay it. You know why? Because something that's been sent to collections, that debt's been paid. It's just been bought by another party. Yeah. So that has been paid for. And, I mean, I know how to get stuff like that just taken off your credit report.
And they're trying to get more money.
Oh yeah. Yeah, see, debt collectors, there's no laws regulating them in most states. So a debt collector can come and bang on your front door, And see, here in North Carolina, they don't do that because they know they can get killed doing your ground law. You can literally open the door, yank them by their fucking shirt collar, and once they're over your threshold, you can blow their head off. So they know that's not smart. And that's why repo, you saw Lizard Lick Towing, they shut down.
Fuck yeah, they did.
Because people was trying to kill them. Because you're getting famous off other people's sorrow and misery. And in North Carolina, if you run up on the repo agent before the car is on the truck, they have to leave it alone.
Yeah, they can't take it.
And Lizard Lick kept taking cars that they weren't supposed to. They're not supposed to block you and prevent you from getting in your car. That's what they kept doing on live television. Or, internet and national TV. Idiots.
Well, I mean,
idiots.
I mean, I know some tow truck drivers I know, then they actually, he gets because he's got his own tow truck, so he gets contracts. From banks that need the car, and he's he keeps a gun on him just for people that would try to do that shit.
Well, see, the thing is that he also isn't supposed to brandish that firearm if that person is trying to get in their vehicle and take their vehicle, because if that car isn't on that truck, it is not on the physical back of the truck. Have to let that person have their car.
Yeah.
No matter what. And see, a lot of fucking repo guys don't know that. Or they know that and just don't care.
Yeah, most of them don't care. They just try to get it because they want to get paid. So they don't really care how they get the car.
Oh, I mean,
then they get
killed.
They even get deducted if they fucking ruin the car.
Yep. And see, personally, if you're repoing my shit, I already probably can't get it back at that point. So I'm gonna do everything I can to damage that bitch. And then they can't shoot you for doing that,
No, that's called attempted murder.
Exactly, or murder in that case. Them pulling that gun out and pointing it at you is assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill.
Mm-hmm.
So that's even when the cops do that shit to you. If they don't have a justifiable reason to be doing that, and you have it on film, you can win. You can win. You just have to get the right lawyer.
Yeah.
And see, but most of the time, the cases we see now, the cop has pulled his gun out and shot somebody.
Man, I got my ass beat by a cop, but he didn't charge me with anything.
Oh man, when I was 17, I got beat up by 2 sheriff's officers and still got arrested. And got put on leave from my job because I got arrested at the job.
Well, I got beat up in January.
Damn. What exactly happened?
Somebody was fucking that broke into that the storage unit place that you had your stuff at?
Yeah.
And like just because I was coming out of that parking lot, the cop thought I was coming out of the
Storage unit thing.
storage
Oh, it was
unit.
probably that sketchy looking white dude that was breaking into shit. And that
And
motherfucker always be trying to break in there. And like the fucking people at the Bolero know it. And they be like making jokes about it. That shit ain't funny. You know?
But I pulled over and then that's the same day I just got my, like, I went to court that morning and got my felony. So I was like, fuck this.
Right. And then so what? He just janked you out your shit, started whooping your ass?
I ran and he chased after me.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
What, you're in a car, right?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah.
Damn.
And then I got out of the car and ran.
Damn. So that's why I beat you up so bad, because of that on foot apprehension.
No, my hand was
Making him
stuck.
run.
My hand was stuck in my fucking pocket, and he thought I had a gun, so he kept hitting me in the face.
Jesus.
And while he's hitting me in the face, I'm like, I don't have a gun. Stop hitting me in the face.
Right? You know, and see, you turned his body camera off.
Yeah, he felt bad.
Yeah, well, I would have been like, let me speak to your superior.
Well, I would have been, like, if I did anything like that, I've been in the wrong anyway, because, like, they would have charged me with the shit that I just got fucking my felony for.
Yeah.
Driving when I'm not supposed to be.
Oh, yeah. Man, he didn't charge you at the end of the day.
Yeah, he didn't charge me with none of that.
Beat you up relentlessly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, it's better than another felony, isn't it?
Right?
Not really, but neither of them is a good option.
No, I was about to, like, it's better than going to prison for 3 years, because that's what I was looking at if I fucking got in trouble. Or
3 years.
3 years.
Jesus. And he was like, the motherfucker's in jail talking about, can't wait to go to prison. What?
I'm like, what?
Why? I'm like, what? I don't get that. I guess it's because conditions aren't as bad in some prisons.
Because you're not stuck in one pod, like, and then
23-hour lockdown.
Yeah, I mean, I never had that. But it was locked down with having a bunkie right next to you instead of like bunk beds.
Yeah, so two beds on opposite sides of the room.
Jail just sucks in general.
Oh yeah, it's not meant to be fun, you know.
And I was like, whatever goes on in here won't matter, like, cause like you're gonna get out, then you're gonna just not think about what the fuck you went through.
I mean,
that's how I look at it.
To an extent, but I mean, that doesn't mean you want anything bad to happen to you in that bitch, you know. You want to, your main goal when you're in county jail or in prison is to survive.
Yeah.
You know? Because, like,
you're going to survive no matter what. You're still getting food every day. Shit. You're going to be okay.
Yeah, unless you're getting fucking raped every day or some shit. You know? There's this one dude where there's a story on this. There's this YouTuber named Jessica Kent. She's like a recovery YouTube channel or whatever.
Okay.
And she like she was like telling the story. That was like her husband or whatever that she met. He also did time for similar things. And I think his name is Reese. Yeah, that's what it is. And he was telling a story about this guy. He was a little short guy, like maybe 5'7", 5'6", something like that. And he would get beat up, or turned out every day. And like, dude was actually like a triple black belt, but he didn't want to like do anything because he didn't want to get any time added on. And if people find out you can fight and you beat everybody up, and beat up a group of dudes, everyone's gonna want to try you then, you know?
Right. That's stupid.
So he just fucking dealt with it.
That is so dumb. Like,
and then like the last week of his sentence, like right before he was about to get out, he fucked up and told somebody he shouldn't have that he was about to get out. And then they tried to get him really bad, like they tried to like gang rape him or something, you know? And he freaks out, loses it, and then kills like 3 or 4 dudes. You know?
That's self-defense.
Kills like 3 or 4 dudes, he gets life. He ends up getting life.
What the
shit terrible. Hey, it's not designed to help you. It's not designed to reform you. It's designed to institutionalize you so you keep going back.
Yeah, there's people that keep going back because they get used to that.
Institutionalization.
That's insane.
I'm sorry,
I can't even comprehend that. Like, why the fuck would you, like...
You want to be in there, you know? When you could be out here. And I mean, yeah, it's hard out here, sure. But it's hard in there too. But like, at least out here, you have the opportunity to like at least talk to females. Goddamn.
Yeah.
You know? I wouldn't want to just like hang out with dudes forever. The fuck?
That'd be fucking shitty.
You know? I mean, literally.
Yeah,
that shit's bad, dude.
That's the sad world we live in.
It's trash. You know, sad world inside of prison. You know, but you know, and what they say about prison though is true. It is like college for criminals. And when people get out of there, they still operate like they're still in there.
Yeah.
So they always end up going back. You know, and that's the sad part about it. But what can you do, right? What can you do?
Can't do no damn thing.
I mean, see, for me, that's why, for me, I've always, like, even if it was all the money I had, I'd buy a lawyer up, you know?
Yeah.
I have a lawyer up. Fuck that shit. You know, just because, like, I ain't trying to go down like that.
Never.
You feel me? Because I know that I'm going to end up in that bitch longer than I'm supposed to be because I'm going to fucking end up fighting over to do this shit. It doesn't matter if you win the fight or lose the fight, you're getting extra time.
You might have to fight even if you don't want to. Like, then, you know, you have to.
Oh, you're going to have to.
Yeah.
You're really going to have to. You know, I mean, it just depends. Really depends on the security clearance of the security level of the prison and this and that and third.
Yeah, it's got its factors.
Well, for sure. Like, no 2 prison experiences are exactly alike, you know? But they all have one thing in common. You don't want to be going through it. You don't want to be going through it. But, shit, Robbie, let me, my shit about to have to charge. Let me go ahead and get off of here with you for tonight and look up some new topics for tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, bro. I'll holler at you in a little bit. I'll just send you those links to that stuff anyway.
All right.
Yeah,
send me those links.
You gotta see that shit.
Yeah.
I'll look that shit back up. But I'll hit you in a little with some links.
Okay, yeah, just send me up some links so I'll know what to do tomorrow. Say bye to the people.
Be safe, all right. Be safe, everybody. Don't be out here trick-or-treating because you're all supposed to be adults. Have a great night. I'll let you in a little bit, Robbie.
All right. Later, bro. All right. That was Blake Sinatra. And we were fucking crazy. I don't even know that there's a fucking drug called Flocka out there at all. Like, that shit is fucking insane to think about. I need some feedback, or I'm taking some calls. If anybody wants to call me, it's fucking almost 11:30. like or just message me. But it's a sad world we live in. Oh, what the fuck? People really don't know how bad this world's gonna is going to get. I don't even understand how bad the world's gonna get. Like, and I talk about it every day. Um, I need some. Yeah, couple days from now, uh, we're going to go ghost hunting, and we are we're taking like if anybody wants to actually come like be serious and come with us, you gotta like let us know in a good 2 3 days, like, and then you can then we'll tell you like where we're meeting up at. You know, we'll probably do a podcast before we go out, and just to get it out there that that's what we're going to be doing. Um, but yeah, it's going to take place in a few days. So probably in 3 days, we're gonna go out and do that. Like, I'll know more information on how Blake Sinatra wants to do it, and see where we're like. But we're going downtown to the graveyards down there. Um, if anybody else that shows up with us that knows any haunted spots, we'll go there. But it's gonna be all. It's gonna be all of us. The whole Twist Mentality crew is gonna be there. We're gonna be using our phones. If somebody's got a GoPro that I could upload the footage from later on, that would be awesome too. Um, but yeah, we're gonna go find some ghosts, and hopefully we have a fun night. Uh, shit. I'm still alive. I'm gonna see if I can get anybody else on the phone. Shit. Um, what else was I gonna say? I'm on. Fuck, I was gonna say something. I forgot what I was gonna say now. My mind went blank. Like, have you ever done that? Like when your mind just goes stupid blank and you don't have no recollection of what you're even talking about. That happens to me a lot. I think that's that's the the drugs I took for too long, and now that I'm sober, like I can't think straight. I don't understand. Doesn't make any sense. I don't think it's supposed to make sense. I know life doesn't make any sense, and you just have to keep going on, and it helps your you out. Not I don't know. Drum my arm twitching. Do. Um, sheesh. What do you guys want to talk about? Who's whoever hasn't voted yet? You still have time to vote. You can always go vote. I voted low key, like not to put it on like my sticker, my pin. Oh, I just gave it away, didn't I? No, it was cool that like even with my situation, I was still allowed to go and vote. Um, I had to go all the way over the Fisher Road to vote though, because that's where I was registered before. Uh, yep. Like wish I wasn't such a boring person. If I wasn't so boring, this would be more fun, and I'll be able to keep a girlfriend in my life. Hey, because I'm boring. But I like being on this. Hey, bros. No, no, no. What's wrong? Anybody want to see my puppy dog? She's right here. Her name's Rose. You go potty? Okay. What? I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna end this stream.